Hey, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert. I believe it is number 459. And hello to you all. Donna Greenberg, Steve Edelman, Rhonda Scott Merrick, Warren Bendler, and Janelle, Andreas Postler, Keith Shaw under the moniker Jerry Fan Forever from YouTube, and Charlie Bryant, the Clown Prince of Raleigh World. Heidi McClure out there with Jerry in Colorado, and Keith Shaw's on both venues. Carol Pred is here. That's good. I have one for you, my dear. And Ann Mintz. Hi, Ann. And she's listening with the dog in her lap. I'm listening. I'm performing with the dog at my side. Charlie has adopted his typical concert thing of just flopping out on the floor there. I'll show him to you later. But the camera's set up just right now, so I don't want to mess with it. Deb Libby Clark is here. She wins the trifecta today for most requests honored. Ken Nashif is here. Ken, watch the mail. There's something coming for you soon. It went out yesterday. Donna Bergman from Sarasota. I hope things are getting cleaned up down there, Donna, as I hope for my good friend Kate Petrella as well, and for Amy Roach and others who live down there in Florida. Mike Verbeck and Steve Davidson and Michael Tierson, my buddy. And David Arthur Radcliffe over there in the UK, and Peggy Burnett Roberts, maybe in Madison, Ohio. I'm not sure. There's Kate. She's here. And I guess I ought to get rolling here. John Hubner. I clunk you. A good morning to you all. Boink. And Bob McKenna is here, and Aretta and Ron. We're getting a pretty good crowd right off the bat here, so I'll play you some music. Now one of these days I'm gonna get myself right, do all my business in the daylight. One of these days I'm gonna get myself right. Do all my business in the broad daylight. And one of these days I'm gonna get myself straight. I'm gonna quit messing around with jailbait. One of these days I'm gonna get myself straight. I'm gonna quit acting like a reprobate. Quit messing around with jailbait. One of these days, I'm gonna get in step. You know, it won't be long, people, before I'll be needing help. One of these days. You know, I'm gonna get in step. It won't be long, people. Won't be long before I'll be needing help. And one of these days, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna sit down on my front porch, compose me a poem. One of these days I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna sit down on my back porch, compose a poem. Oh yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get myself right. You know, I believe I'm gonna begin to do all my business in the broad daylight. One of these days. I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna do all my business in the broad daylight. One of these days. One of These Days by Mose Allison. Hey, so a lot of people are here. I saw that note from, I want to go back here a little, from Peggy Burnett Roberts. I'm so sorry to hear that, Peggy, that you're on hospice now. I've been around that block with Janice, and something that comes on all of us, but it's a hard one to face, and I send as much healing thoughts as I can for you. Hang in there. Karen Beatty is here, my dear friend. It's summertime. It is. It's amazing here in the Mid-Atlantic coast. Mark Steele is here, and who else? Peter Hester. Hey, Peter. I hope that I heard from Lisa, and I hope that Eric and Susie got in touch with you guys. Eric and Susie Thompson, who are great bluegrass and all other stuff musicians from the West Coast, are coming east in next Labor Day for the Delaware Valley Bluegrass Festival. And they were looking for some other gigs, so I sent them to a couple people. Dave Van Allen is here. Hey, Dave. And Ken Terrell from Fulham in the UK. And next up, let me see, make sure I have this right. Yeah. So next up, this is a request from Carol Pratt, and I'd never played it before, but I kind of sat down with it. I had a chart which I looked at, and I kind of remember the way it goes. So this is called For All We Know. All We Know. And Carol will probably tell us who wrote that. But she just listed some lyrics. And Dave Van Allen says it's For All We Know, the Pet Lover's Song. I like that. So Jeanette Pasqua is here. Hi, Jeanette. And let me switch guitars here for a little while. Maybe you guys can say hi to Charlie while I'm doing that. There he is, the bundle of adventurous craziness that he is. And believe me when I tell you, Charlie is not always this way. There's a lot of times when I wish Charlie would be this way. And I have this combination of old people's skin. My skin has gotten very old. It's been with me for such a long time. And Charlie's teeth. So I have I'm kind of a bundle of Band-Aids. My hands are, I don't know if you can, I don't suppose you can see all that, but there's just, it's like one Band-Aid after another. And anytime he can just touch me with his paw, because dogs. And I end up bleeding. So I'm buying stock in Band-Aid companies and trying to keep myself in one piece here. So next up, I'm gonna do a couple drop D tunes. That drop D tuning is a beautiful sound on the guitar, and this one was requested by Ken Terrell, and I never. I've always kind of heard this song, but never really listened to it very much. And it just has a nice feel to it, and it's always good to learn one more Bob Dylan song. So I worked this up yesterday. I really like the way Dylan played it. It's on his third album, The Times They Were Changin', and he fingerpicks it as just when he was still one man, one guitar. And it's beautiful. And then I listened to an electric version that he did on the road and got another little partial verse at the end of it that he added. Anyhow, we'll give this a shot. Pardon me if I look at my notes while I'm playing. Listen to the lyrics, you'll probably know why Ken suggested. Down the street the dogs are barking and the day is getting dark. As the night comes in a-fallin', the dogs will lose their bark, and the silent night will shatter from the sounds inside my mind. For I'm one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. From the crossroads of my doorstep, my eyes they start to fade as I turn my head back to the room where my love and I have laid. And I gaze back to the street, the sidewalks and the sign. And I'm one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. It's a restless, hungry feeling that don't mean no one no good. When everything that I'm saying, you could say it just as good. Yeah, you're right from your side, and I'm right from mine. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. And I've no right to be here if you've no right to stay. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles away. That's One Too Many Mornings by Bob Dylan. Let me kind of catch up here. I can see there's a lot of new comments I have missed. I said hi to Jeanette. Rich Laughlin is here, and Karma Jimpa Tsomo, and Kathy Marsdick. Did I say hi to you? I meant to. Andreas Postler. I may be repeating some of these. Lauren is here. Ashling Bain, hey Ashling. And Terry Linder out there on the West Coast. And Bernd Bookman from Germany, hey Bernd. And Donna is going to jump off soon. Well, then I will... if you hang on for a couple of more minutes, I will play your request. But I'll have to switch guitars. I'll do it now so that you don't miss it. So this is another song that if I played it at all in the last umpty-ump years, I don't remember. But I kind of worked it up this morning. And Donna had requested it. And Donna probably, I know she's mourning the Phillies World Series loss. I know how involved she was in watching that and went to all the pep rallies and everything. So she requested this one, You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. I think it's Cole Porter. I'm not sure, but... So you'd be so nice to come home to, especially for Donna Greenberg, who is mourning the Phillies World Series loss. It seemed to me, Donna, like when you got a team that has the kind of pitching that the Astros had, it's like every time a game was about to start, I would look. All I did was get kind of online reports. There's no way I could get a way of watching it from where I am, and I would always look, and the Phillies starter would have an ERA of 3.5, and the Houston starter would have an ERA of like 1.2. It just doesn't bode well, but they gave it a good try. So bless their little red-hatted hearts. So another drop D tune I do, and this one was requested by Rhonda Scott Merrick. In fact, it gets requested really at least once a month by Rhonda Scott Merrick, and it's not my favorite song to actually sing. Although now that my voice has improved, I'll go so far as to make that claim. I'm able to sing it better, so I should be able to get through it. This is from John Sebastian, I guess, from The Lovin' Spoonful. Come and talk about the things we did today. Here and laugh about our funny little ways. While we have a few minutes to breathe, then I know it is time, and you must leave. But darling, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute if you dawdled. My darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I toddled for the great relief of having you to talk to. And now a quarter of my life is nearly past. I think I've come to see myself at last, and I see that the time spent confused was the time that I spent without you. And I feel myself in bloom. So darling, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute if you dawdled. My darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I toddled for the great relief of having you to talk to. your crazy head against the sky. Try and see beyond the houses in your eyes. It's okay to shoot the moon. But darling, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute if you dawdle. My darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I toddled for the great relief of having you to talk to. There you go. The great relief of having you to talk to. Darling, be home soon. One more guitar change here. So, and I will do the announcements. I have not done the announcements yet. So, a couple things. A lot of stuff going on here in Raleigh World for me personally. So I'll along the lines. Oh yeah. So I want to say hello to a couple of people first. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Helene Tober Fowler is here, and Brian Kuiper. Hi, Brian. And there's somebody else I saw here who just bumped in. Pam Zappardino. Hey, Pam. And John Rossi, too. Good to see all you guys. And Jim Moran, my buddy down there in Nashville, Tennessee. So, as usual, there is a PayPal link there. And I usually say it's for the Dog Biscuit Fund, but actually for the time being it is for the Dog Training Education Fund. I have decided to sign on to a couple subscription sites with trainers who I'm very fond of. And so the money from the PayPal links will go towards funding that because it's a monthly bill. And hopefully it'll help turn Charlie into a happier dog. Not that he isn't happy already, but we're doing our best. Hey, Dale Durman. Hi, Dale. So there's a PayPal and Venmo, and as my buddy Dakota Dave always says, it's always appreciated but never expected. And then there are the Invisibles, Kate Mack, Linda Worster, Kit Serikaku, and Judith Fox, and Mike Stillman, and Invisible Rubenstein, and Joel Biget, and Mario Prue, and anybody else who I don't say hi to. It's either because I'm a moron or because you didn't show up on the feed. Sometimes I go back and I look on the Facebook feed and I go, oh, I didn't see him. And then I check myself to be sure and look on the eCam feed. And sure enough, just went right through my head, one ear to the other, without me paying any attention to it at all. So hello to you all. I said that about Charlie. There's a wonderful dog trainer named Grisha Stewart who developed a thing that she calls BAT training, B-A-T, which means behavioral adjustment training. And it's very savvy, and I used the first version of it on Suki when we first had Suki, and it really helped a lot. And then she came out with BAT 2.0, and really rethought a lot of what the first one was. And so now I want to go study that one. So I'm on her site. I'm on Ian Dunbar's site, who's one of the great patriarchs of behavioral dog training. And the beat goes on, as we say. Ken says Oreo took his first obedience class. Good on you. You know, if you have a dog, you should train your dog. Just to keep, not just to keep the dog safe and you safe, but also to bond further with your dog. And you have to find a way of doing that which makes your dog love you instead of fear you. But I digress. And one more thing I want to say while I'm making announcements is vote. Please go vote. And please think carefully about who you're voting for. I don't go into politics on here if I can help it. It's hard not to in this situation. You know, the most of the issues that 80% of the populace approves, the Republican Party opposes. And I'm not saying the Democrats are perfect, but they're at least trying to do something to better the working man's plight. So, and women's rights, and the rule of law. Okay, that's all. I stop there. I'm on today. I'm on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Monday. Tuesday, Cozy and Charlie are still on the road. They will be back next week, the 15th. And Wednesday, I will be on again, and I'll figure out what the hell else is going on by then, maybe. So I have a couple more tunes for you today. Running a little long here, but I wanted to include that one for Donna because I knew she's down in the dumps. I used to live a hepcat life. Had a lot of drama, a lot of strife. Staying in some cheap abode. The rent comes due and you hit the road. Catch a ride out of town. Miss your baby, you feel so down. You call her number and you get some guy. Just shrug your shoulders and you go get high. Play the guitar till 3 a.m. Breakfast at noon, then you start again. Late nights at the diner with friends to see. For laughter and camaraderie. The sun went down, I was at my best. The sun came up, that's when I'd rest. Now I get up with the dawn. I end up working all day long. I don't quite know why or when I became a model citizen. Life used to be messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those hepcat days. Yes, I used to live a hepcat life. Had a lot of drama, a lot of strife. Life was messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those Hepcat days. Hepcat days, the story of my misbegotten youth. And Bunny Barnes is stopping in to plug her gig. And Margie Sprouse just got in too. And she was listening to her Muriel Anderson CD because Muriel did a concert at their house the other night with Bunny opening. They must be on the same metaphysical plane, Bunny and Marjorie both showing up at the same time here. And I have one more for you, and I'm going to put on the picks for this one. And this is a Robert Johnson tune, although I do not do it the way Robert Johnson did it. Got to get the right pick on the right finger. Very important. Itchy nose. Hi, Amy Roche. Now the woman I love, I stole from my best friend. That joker got lucky, stole her back again. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. And the woman I love, she rode that southbound train. She's a married woman, I love her just the same. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. Woman get in trouble, 'cause no one wants her around. She'd be looking for a good friend, no one can be found. You better come on in my kitchen. It's bound to be raining outside. It is raining outside here in eastern Pennsylvania. All through the spring, all through the fall, just sitting here thinking about my all in all. You better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. The woman I love, you know, I stole from my best friend. That joker got lucky, stole her back again. You better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. Looks like Toby Simmons is here as the unknown user. This goes out to all of you, especially to Peggy Burnett today. Be happy. Be healthy. Do the best with what you got. Be brave. And be calm. Be kind. That part's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. I don't know if you heard that big moan from Charlie here. He's right up here on his seat now. So wishing you all the best. Hang in there with whatever trials and tribulations you're undergoing in life. It's a tough time sometimes. And I send my love, and Charlie sends his to the degree to which he's able. Right, Charlie? He raised his eyebrow there. Okay, good night, good day, have a great one. Maybe see you